That's why I say, unless you investigate, you find a lot of contradiction. I give you another glaring example. Actually, here is a very interesting point. The Buddha said, right view and wrong view. Actually, I'm covering a lot of topics and I have to repeat some of these things later. How do you get right view and how do you get wrong view? Right view comes about by hearing the teachings and having Yonisomanasikara. Yonisomanasikara is thorough consideration. Thorough consideration. Yoni means the womb. It also means the source of the problem. Manasikara is attention or consideration or contemplation. So Yonisomanasikara means the ability to contemplate a problem up to the source of it. That means you have a very good mind, a very analytical mind. The two conditions for right view is listening to the teachings, and the second condition is having a very clear mind so that you have thorough consideration of the problem. The ability to see very clearly the problem. Okay? And then wrong view, wrong view comes about from listening to wrong teachings and having Yonisomanasikara, the inability to notice that there's something wrong with it. This is very important. Why is very important? Recently, some people have been publishing this book, called the Filial Piety Sutra or something, showing the Buddha bowing down to the ground, paying homage to a pile of bones. Okay? Now, if you don't have Yonisomanasikara, you look at this, you accept it. Because there's a Mahayana Sutra, and it says that according to the start of the sutra, the Buddha is walking with his disciples, and then in the forest they came across a pile of bones. Then the Buddha started to prostrate and bow down to the pile of bones. And then according to the sutra, Venerable Ananda asked the Buddha, why are you bowing to this pile of bones? Then the Buddha said, you don't understand. This could have been my previous life mother or father. That's why I bow to it. So if you don't think carefully, you accept it, But if you think carefully, then you start to question. If the Buddha can bow down to a pile of bones, okay? Now if this pile of bones was alive, all the more so he should bow down, isn't it? If that being is a previous life mother or father, right? All the more so, okay? Now suppose a dog comes along who is a previous life mother or father. Shouldn't the Buddha bow to the dog? Right? If he can bow to a pile of bones, all the more you should bow to this dog, because this dog is alive, isn't it? Okay. Now, a lot of disciples of the Buddha were related to him in the past. Okay? That means he must go around bowing to all his disciples. Isn't it? Because they were his previous life mother and father. Isn't it? But in our Buddha's teaching, what is taught is that if a person renounces and becomes a monk, and he's a true monk, a true cultivator, keeps the precepts and practices meditation, etc., then his parents should bow to him, even though he's their son. It is fit for the parents to bow to him because he's no more their son. He's now a monk. Okay? So you see the contradiction? The Buddha's teaching is that even parents should bow to them. Just as the Buddha's parents have bowed to him. Isn't it? They respected him. The Buddha went back home, he doesn't bow to his parents. So this kind of contradiction. That's why nowadays there's a lot of pollution pollution in the Buddhist teachings. So there's a haze, a very strong haze. I can't see.